Well, guys, I had this thing for a few days now, and I want to give you my first initial impressions of the Xbox Series X. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. So guys, the Xbox Series X came out earlier in the week, last week, and I've been playing around with this thing since then, and I'm going to give you my first initial impressions on the Xbox Series X. It's a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on it. So good. It's so like enlightening to play a game with no loading screens. You start up Valhalla, you have the main title where it's like booting, and then you have like maybe 5 seconds of loading, and that's all the loading you get in the game. Did not see any dips in the frame rate at all playing Valhalla. Fantastic. The one thing I enjoyed the most about this console was the fact that I can swap simultaneously between games seamlessly. Boom, we're in game. We are in game right now. Like, I am climbing a mountain, haven't missed a beat. Let's go back to Gear Tactics. Now, I don't know if I have to press on for a quicker resume, or it's just shown that it's got quick resume. Look, back at the title screen. Didn't start the game over. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. So I like the fact that I can do this like quick resume feature for multiple different games. Now, I did go ahead and test a few backwards compatibility games because that's what I was really looking forward to, is the backwards compatibility aspect of the Xbox Series X. Yes, there's a lot of titles that wasn't backwards compatible on the previous generation that is now backwards compatible. However, the majority of games are still not compatible with the Xbox Series X. I went out and picked up Dead or Alive 3 on the original Xbox that is not backwards compatible. If you think everything's going to be backwards compatible, just know that that's not necessarily going to be the case. Now, a lot of games like my Halos, my Catherine, you know, like a lot of these games that are on the 360 generation, they do play really well on the Xbox Series X. They do get a jump. I did play Halo 4 on the 360, not the Master Chief Collection, but on the 360, and it did look really good. It booted up super fast. This console is a powerhouse. It really is. It is a powerhouse beef of a console, and I enjoy that because I don't want to steal this catchphrase from my boy Neo, but I'm going to kind of, reiterate a little bit that Neo said in his first impressions, is Microsoft decided to evolutionize rather than revolutionize, where you look at Nintendo and Sony and they're trying to do like the next big thing, the optic feedback controller, which I heard is amazing, by the way. I haven't got my PS5 yet. I will be getting a PS5, but I heard the optic feedback controller was amazing. You see where Nintendo's like completely evolutionizing stuff every time they come out with a new console, where Microsoft decided, you know what, we like where we're at, we just want to make it better. And I like that. They're not trying to like revolutionize the next big thing in gaming. They're trying to take what already works and work upon that and add it, make it better with a better experience. It works with this console. We have the controller, which it's the Xbox One controller, which still feels really good. They added a little bit more texture on the back, a little texture on the triggers, and they added a share button. Little things, but it worked. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I love that mentality over at Microsoft. This works. We get a lot of good feedback. Let's just add a little more convenience and put the share button in the middle, add a little more texture, which I personally really enjoy. And I actually was playing with the Xbox Series X controller, which is also compatible on the Xbox One, in case you just want to get the controller and play it on your Xbox One. I was having more fun playing with that rather than my $180 Elite controller, which is insane. Another thing that I really like about the evolution of the Xbox Series X is the fact that we have backwards compatibility. That is something I talked about just a few moments ago, where not everything will work, but the things that do work. And I like being able to go in and have this library of games that I can put in, and I know it's gonna work. And I like the fact that Microsoft is like, okay, we're gonna beef up this console. They know they don't have a lot of exclusives coming out the gate, but they have some. To be honest, the other two companies don't have. They have the Xbox Game Pass, right? Where they have hundreds of titles right there for you to pick. You know, you sign up for Game Pass, and it is the Netflix of video games. Anything you want, boom. You get all these different things, and I think the combination of a beefed up console, so when it wants to take the next gen leap in terms of graphics and all that good stuff, it has the capabilities. I like the fact that it's the Xbox One, but now it's like a mini computer tower because it's about a foot smaller than my computer tower, and I really enjoyed what they put into this console. I really, really do. I like the fact that they put in the power to allow it to run without load times, to be able to move between games seamlessly. They put a lot of thought into it without trying to revolutionize the next thing in gaming. They were like, okay, you want a game? This is a gaming machine. That's the thing I'm going to say. This is a gaming machine. You look at something like the Switch, you can pick it up, you can go, that's great. PS5, the optic controller, all that stuff, it's great. This is like, hey, you just want a game, right? You're not trying to be fancy about it. You're gaming. You know, you put in your controller, you put in the game, you load up your game, and you just game. And I like that. It's all about just wanting to play your games. That's it. And I really, really enjoy that. So the Xbox Series X, so I definitely enjoy playing this thing so far. I really like to see what's gonna happen next. Like, wait till we get some more exclusive like Halo Infinite and maybe another Gears of War, and really see what this console is going to bring to the next gen. But as in terms of just wanting the game as a gamer, I'm really, really enjoying it because it's giving me everything I want as a gamer. It's giving me, you know, the speeds, the no load times, the HDR, 4K resolution, you know, everything. You know, being able to just pause and go back between games, all that stuff is really, really good. I really enjoy it, and I'm liking the shit out of this console, and I'm very, very happy. I think Microsoft did a really good job on this one. And yeah, so that's my first impressions of the Xbox Series X, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.